Hey everybody, welcome back to the best coin news channel on YouTube. I'm Son-of-a-Silver-Stacker, aka the Mint Master. Today's date is May 26, 2024, and in this video we're going to be talking about the American Women Quarter mintages. But before any of that, if you enjoy our content and want to see more, don't forget to hit that subscription button and you'll never ever miss out on any of our latest videos. Now let's get to getting it over here to moneymetals.com. Gold ended the week in a linear fashion at 2345, silver at 3055, platinum at 1039.30, palladium at 1135, and Dr. Copper ended the week at 475. You're looking at in-stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is 859. You're going to get out of there for a quantity of 1 through 39 at 39.14, and they will buy them back for 32.55 each. Now, next up is going to be the bullion sales at the United States Mint. They don't report on holidays. Now, seeing how tomorrow's a holiday, that gives them only Tuesday through Friday for sales for May. However, they could add those numbers in the first week of June, and that's probably what we're going to see. Next up is going to be the product schedule at the United States Mint. That means 3 weeks from tomorrow, there's going to be the Dr. Mary Edwards Walker Quarter, and that's part of the American Women Quarter program, and this is the third year. Next year will be the final year, and then in 2026, the semi-quincentennial year, there'll be one woman quarter for 2026, and then it'll have to be the very first issuance for 2026, and that's kind of how I feel. I think it's actually the last American Women Quarter, but that would be really cool to see, the coin publishing books like Whitman, add that one quarter for 2026, but you never know. Let's look at this a little bit more in detail for the mintages. So right here, we're looking at the mintages here. Now, it says 6,000 for the two-roll set. You can see it over here on the right-hand side. 8,250 for the bags, and then 16,625 for the three-roll sets. Now, beginning this set, we were nowhere near these numbers, okay? Nowhere near. And the United States Mint has been adding and subtracting to these numbers since the program began. Now, if you want to write these numbers down, 6,000 for the two-roll set, 8,250 for the bags, and then 16,625 for the three-roll set, you can go right ahead. Initially, the United States Mint had, about 5,000 to 7,000 three-roll sets, and then they bumped it up to 12,000 this last year, and then this year, it's up to 16,000. But what's interesting is you're looking at that 6,000 two-roll set. That's actually a lot closer to the very first year, 2022, than we were 2023, and the initial start for this year. I got to show you, the United States Mint is all over the map. Remember, write those numbers down. So the next stop is going to be the Patsy Takemoto Mint Quarter. That was the issuance right before this one, and that's when the United States Mint actually made those changes: 6,000, 8,250, 16,625. Now, the first issuance from this year, that is the Reverend Dr. Polly Murray Quarter, and that one, really, they are in circulating quality. Remember, in the beginning, the first year in 2022, they were uncirculated quality, and then the Mint said, you know what, we're going to do it circulating quality. So, yeah, the very first year of the American Women Quarters, in my opinion, are the ones to own. It's the lowest mintages and the highest quality, in my opinion. Now, here we go. At the beginning of this year, they had 8,250 for the bags. That's standard. And then the two-roll set, 16,625. That was also standard for 2024. However, look at the two-roll set is 9,600. Now, folks, there's 40 rolls or 40 coins in per roll. So that means there's 80. All right, 80 coins in those two-roll sets, and that's 3,600 less. Well, that's 288,000 quarters that they won't be making or, striking for that two-roll set. That's incredible. That's a lot of quarters, and that's almost the mintages for, let's say, the American Innovation dollars. A little bit higher than that, but they're really close, and that's a lot of quarters, folks. So let's keep on keeping on. We're going to get a historical perspective now. In the beginning of the program, this is the Maya Angelou, and they do say uncirculated finishes as opposed to the circulating finishes that we see now. And initially, there was no household order limit. There was no household order limit. There was no product limit, and there was no mintage limit. However, after the Mint saw that the success of this program, they were and the actual resale value on the secondary market, they were like, hey, let's make sure we really, look at this. No order limit for the three-roll set. Now let's go to the next one from 2022, and this is how they ended the year. This is the American Women Quarters, and I do believe under the Dr. Sally Ride Quarters is when they start implementing the household order limits and the lower mintages. Now look at this. Look at this. Now I showed you those bags are 8,250, right? Look at this. 1860 for bags. What? Yeah, if that doesn't give you chicken skin, I don't know what will. So it really is the 2022 Now that's $18.60 for bags. For the 2-roll set, $59.40. We're only 60 rolls from that particular number. And then $7,620 for the 3-roll set. So we've gone from $7,620 to $12,000. All right. And that's right here. This is the Bessie Coleman. The bags were at $78.60. All right. 2-roll set was $9,140. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's remarkable how much manipulation there's going on, or adjustments. And then the 3-roll set was $12,620, and now obviously we are at $16,625 for the. And generally speaking, the 3-roll set wasn't the most minted out of all the products from the quarters, whether it's America the Beautiful, American Women quarters, or the state quarters, generally speaking. It's one of the lower ones, but seeing how the United States Mint, in all their infinite wisdom, sees the secondary market and sees that those San Francisco business strikes are really the ones that people are after, that's why they increase these mintages so dramatically. It really is. Now, let's see that magical gift from the United States Mint that you can get. This is it. The 2024 collector board is now available, and you can only order 20 of them. No, I'm kidding. You can only get 2, because if you do more than that, look, my quantity's been reduced to 2 due to the product limit within the single purchase. Now, honestly, I got to tell you, even if you try and get the 2022 collector board and you've already got it before, there is a household order limit of 2. You're not getting any more of those. That's the way it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles. You might be able to get it from a different account, okay? There it is. That's the freebie from the United States Mint. And here is the next stop. We're going to be looking at eBay. And yes, now these are the American Women quarters in mint state. That means they've been graded, and they're not the proof, and they're not the reverse proof, and they're not any of those proof strikes. I don't even think they do reverse proof, so I don't even know why I said that. But here we are. Look at this. You won't believe some of the sales here. And should I look up 2022? No. I think we should always look it up as most generic as possible so that we get as many hits as possible. So if you look at the dates on these, they're relatively a lot of sales for just yesterday. May 25, May 25, again, May 25. Look at that one. That is a San Francisco mint state. That sold for $13 with free shipping. I can't even tell you. And that was the very first year, folks. So some people clearly understand how valuable these 2022 quarters are, and the San Francisco business strikes. Deals are out there, folks, and that's just the way it is. Look at this. That is a Denver Sally Ride Mint State 69 proof like, $250. Wow. And that sold just yesterday, folks. This said May 24 for 99 cents with $5.35 shipping. Yeah, that's a Bessie Coleman. I would focus, my friends, on auctions. And I do believe not necessarily buy it nows, because those aren't necessarily the best prices. I do believe the best prices we could possibly come across are from auctions. Now, with the auctions, you actually have to have a good bit of patience. But look, it pays off. 22 P&D Sally Ride and GC graded Mint State 66 pickup sticks for $10. Come on. What? Come on. That's ridiculous. You know what you could do with that? It's unbelievable. And that's 2022, folks. That's the year right there. And so I don't know that the sellers or this, just like look, another one, 3 1/4 for 2022. Wow, right? So the deals are out there, folks. You just got to snag them. Wow, look at that. $250, $325. And that's Nina Otero Warren. That's the now quarter from 2022. Yep, they're out there, folks. You just got to reach out and grab it. So with that said, let's go to those plus ones today. Blammo. This is Proverb 1, number 32. For the tranquility of the simpletons will kill them, and the contentment of fools will destroy them. And I think what that means is, people who mistakenly interpret their success, right? That's what it's all about. They'll continue their ways, thinking that retribution will never come. I haven't been busted yet, or I haven't done yet. Yeah, well, just you keep on doing that because you play the law of averages. Eventually, it comes home to roost. Now, let's go to 395 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is one of my favorite singers. That's David Lee Roth. Just a Gigolo. I Ain't Got Nobody from 1985, and it is the official music video. Now, with that said, I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you do like what you hear and see, sub the channel. It's free. Now, one last thing before I go. Do you like the American Women quarters? And if so, which do you collect? Do you collect the proof? Do you collect the business strikes? Do you collect the silver proofs? What do you like about the American Women quarters? Let's be real, all right? Because if you stayed this long on the video, chances are you might really dig them. I know I do. And I can't wait for the next issuances. We got Zitkala Shah, Celia Cruz, and this last one, Dr. Mary Edwards Walker. Good stuff, folks. Stacker out.